It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And guys, for the Bulls, this past offseason, they did all they could to try and improve, whether it be acquisitions, player development, better strength and conditioning. We'll get a feel for how far they've come in this first preseason game. Great center matchup tonight. Shaq, I know you've been waiting all day to watch this one. One of the best low post players of all time in yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a lot of offenses these days, floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs are practicing shooting the three more than ever.
Yeah, even the younger centers. You think of Towns and Cousins and Embiid, as powerful as they are, they love to stay on that perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay on the floor right now if you can't shoot it.
Yes, you came into the league at the right time.
Ooh. I would have made him revert back to
so you'd have a hard time getting off the bench these days, Shaq, because you didn't shoot the three ball.
Shaq on the bench don't even sound right together. That's like peanut butter and tar.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound right together.
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding, big fella. Wasn't it funny? Did you find that amusing?
You hurt my feelings, Ernie.
Did you hurt? Come on.
Don't talk
Give
to
me
me
a
for
big
2 seconds. La 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 la.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls.
Boys, nice and high.
The Knicks off the tip. So the New York starting five, they've got Ewing, Anthony out there with Reed. Then there's Frazier, and it's Guerin in at the shooting guard position. And that one's good, Anthony.
You know, his whole career from Syracuse to the NBA, Melo has always been dynamite in the mid-range.
Rose kicks to Pippen. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Back to Pippen. 18 feet out. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Here's Frazier. Feeds it to Ewing. Back to Frazier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Jordan with the fadeaway. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Frazier against Rose. On the basket by Ewing. And just a little over a minute and a half in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Chicago's head coach. Hey, Kevin, it's clear that they're excited about their first preseason game. They're tired of beating each other up. He said they've had a great camp, and now he wants to see how some of those changes they've made work in a live setting. He told his guys, no more dress rehearsals. It's time for the show. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, and Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
That one goes. Count it.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
There's the pass to Gilmore. He kicks it to Rodney. Outside Rose. Shoots over Frazier. Rose, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he comes up with the deuce. Guerin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Rose passes to Jordan. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there. An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Bulls trail by 6. Rose surveying the D. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. New York with the ball. Got a piece of it and stolen by Jordan. The shot, it's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And the beauty of Jordan's pull-up, he can do it running full speed or laterally in either direction.
Pass to Ewing, and it's blocked. It's another look. And at last, they get one to fall.
I'll tell you, he takes the window of opportunity and delivers a nice pass into the post.
They get a hand on it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Knocked loose. And so here is Chicago. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Off target with his 3. New York leading by 6. Here's Guerin. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. There's the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Guerin's got 7.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Jordan dishes to Rose. Lets a floater go. It's rebounded by New York.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Now here's Frazier. Ewing can't hit. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Inside, and stolen by Jordan. Pass to Gilmore. Shoots over Ewing. Gilmore, no good. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for New York. They lead by 7. New York, no good that time either. Reed with the steal. Kicks it to Anthony. Dishes it to Frazier. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Poked loose. Rodman passes to Rose. And pushing it up, here's New York. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Frazier against Rose. Pass to Pippen. Right side Rose to the inside. Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And if you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
No good from Ewing.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Here's Jordan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Free throw good, Jordan. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for the Bulls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Frazier with it. 6 points for him. And there's the pass to Ewing. Back to Frazier. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just doing the job on the backboard. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Anthony. Ewing with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Stolen by Pippen. He kicks it to Armstrong. Finished off the break.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Armstrong against Frazier. Fades back. Off the left rim and out. Chicago with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And the basket is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
New York calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Is checked in for Chicago. Butler comes in for Jordan. DeBusschere, he's checked in for New York. King comes in for Anthony. Frazier against Armstrong. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of the very best in our league at getting to the line. Walt Frazier just has that great change of pace and aggressive nature. Always playing, though, under control.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Frazier drops them both.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Tipped away. Down low. And there's Patrick Ewing on the assist by DeBusschere. Ewing's got 6 points.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Noah finds Love. Now Butler. Pass to Armstrong. Shot clock at 5. Over to DeBusschere. And that one goes long. New York leading by 3. Pass to King.
And what I like about King, he doesn't try to get flashy or fancy. He only cares about being effective. And he goes out there and just takes care of business. And in the end, the points just pile up.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Bulls trail by 5. Butler feeling out a bit. Kicks it to Armstrong. Passes to Noah. And it's good from the elbow. Noah's got his first basket.
I'll tell you, take advantage of that in-between area. Joakim Noah can get that shot almost any time he wants.
Ewing with it. Noah picks him up. Fires from 14. King, the pass to DeBusschere. To the paint. The jump hook. No good from Ewing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Sloan kicks to Armstrong. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Knicks leading by 3. Frazier dishes to Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Well, I like the synergy, right? The ball is moving well, and they're seeing that hard work pay off.
One's good. Love.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Houston. He is still scoreless so far in this one. It's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
So it's Chicago now, trailing by 5. To the middle. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
The Knicks making a switch here. Monroe's checked in. New York with the ball. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Basket counts. Now Armstrong. And the pass to Sloan. Offensive rebound. Noah. And Ewing sends it back. Houston, the pass to Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Armstrong kicks to Butler. To the right side. Butler on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. over to Busher, but they recover it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Porzingis is checked in for New York. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Monroe, the pass to Ewing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Armstrong kicks to Butler. Feeds it to Noah. The kick outside to Butler. No good on the three. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And welcome back as our coverage continues of the NBA preseason. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Bulls trail by 9. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, we've got Dang. Noah is out there with Grant. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Armstrong in at the 1 spot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Chicago. And here's Armstrong. Grant at the elbow. Poked loose. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Monroe. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Monroe's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Knicks. Here's Butler. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks to Armstrong. Grant the pass to Armstrong. He dishes it to Noah. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Armstrong missing. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chicago making some changes. Kukoc comes in for Joakim Noah. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Armstrong. Starks checked in for New York. Now here's Butler. The dish to Dang. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Butler against Barnett. Shot clock at 6. There's the steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
It's stolen by Dang. Pass to Rose. Kukoc with it. Tries to save it. And another turnover here by Chicago. In the second quarter, held scoreless. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Monroe looking around. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, and that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
There's the triple. And the basket by Starks. Starks has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
No, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
A different look for New York. Reed comes in for DeBusschere, and Anthony subbed in for Barnett. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rose finds Jordan. Over Starks, and there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Knicks leading by 14. Pass to Anthony. Kukoc with the steal. The drive by Jordan. He feeds it to Dang. The kick out to Rose. Back to Dang. Top of the key. And the jumper falls for him.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
And so it's New York with it. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Monroe. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, Kevin, how about the shot mechanics of your 7-footer? Kristaps Porzingis is efficient in catch and shoot.
Jordan dishes to Dang. Monroe against Rose. Passes it to Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Headshot off. And New York will come the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Monroe, and again it's New York.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Rose kicks to Dang. Kukoc against Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Gilmore. And 3 from Jordan. It's rebounded by New York. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rose against Monroe. From the wing. Anthony's shot is off. Bulls trail by 17. Dang passes to Rose. Outside Jordan. Pass to Dang. Here's Kukoc. Takes the 3. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Some changes for Chicago. Rodman, he's checked in for Dang. And Pippen subbed in for Tony Kukoc. And a switcher also for New York. Richardson, he's checked in for Monroe. Clock is at 3. From deep, Jordan. It's rebounded by New York. Reed's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. New York leading by 17. To the middle. It's tipped. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Inside.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. The shot's good. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Chicago calls timeout. A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. Pippen against Anthony. Here's Rodman. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Yeah, Kev, because of his toughness, Rose does this with regularity. Converts inside against duress.
Richardson kicks to Anthony. Shoots over Pippen. Off the left rim and out.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Well, that's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball. Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
The Knicks leading by 13. Richardson finds Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, the shot mechanics are just beautiful to watch. Kristaps Porzingis, you cannot give him space.
Rose passes to Gilmore. Back to Rose. Now here's Rodman. Richardson cover. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. They get a hand on it. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Kings checked in for Porzingis. Pippen against Anthony. Pass to King. And here's Richardson. Just 4 to shoot. To the left side wing. King outside. Kicks to Richardson. Anthony against Pippen. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's New York.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 16. Count it.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
New York calls timeout. And the Bulls making a change here. Armstrong's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Ewing's checked in for Anthony. And it's Frazier in for Richardson. King outside. Now Reed. No points in the game yet for him. Pippen with the steal. Inside, Armstrong. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 6 assists now in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Ewing. He's got 12. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
The peripheral vision, the decisive delivery. Those are things you love about Frazier's artistry as a playmaker.
Pippen against King. Pippen, the pass to Gilmore. Good D by Ewing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Frazier. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Ewing. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
I'll tell you, when he gets in that deep, there simply has to be some help defensively. The size mismatch is just too great there.
Knocked away. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Guerin. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Armstrong against Frazier. Outside Pippen. From deep. Connects from 3-point range. Pippen's got 7 points in the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
King, the pass to Ewing. Here's Guerin, guarded by Jordan. Guerin, no good. Bulls trail by 15. Lets it fly. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's DeBusschere. That one, no good. Some solid defense by Rodman. That's tipped. Armstrong kicks to Rodman. Noah against Ewing. Clock at 6. Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen with the jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Frazier. Kick out to King. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Armstrong. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. To the paint. The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
That one is off. Love's checked in for Chicago. Jimmy Butler comes in for Armstrong. Second free throw, good. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Sloan deciding where to go with it. King against Pippen. He kicks it to Sloan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Sloan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Frazier against Pippen. Passes it to Ewing. Over Noah. Ewing, good. Ewing's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to this preseason edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny the Jet. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
NBA preseason action underway once again. Glad to have you with us. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
Getting back to the action. It's the NBA preseason here on 2K Sports. And New York looking at who they've got. Reed out there with Anthony. Then it's Ewing. Then there's Frazier. And it's Guerin in at the 2. Reed with the steal. And here Frazier. To the inside. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Obviously a great athlete, but the length of Ewing also helps on those alley-oops there. Throw it up his way, and the rest is easy.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. And yes, it's good.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
They'd be in a much deeper hole without his contributions, no doubt about it.
Now, here is Reed. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Ewing. Here's Guerin. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Jordan. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Now the pass to Rose. Shoots it. Again, Chicago.
That's a nice scoring move by Rose. Listen, this was the #1 pick back in 2008. He can still be a major threat.
Now here's Frazier. He's got 11. And there's Patrick Ewing on the assist by Frazier. Ewing's got 4 this quarter.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
There's the feed to Frazier. It's stolen by Rose. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Feeds to Pippen. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And this is first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Pippen no good on the free throw.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Now here's Frazier. 11 points in the game. Pass to Reed. Outside Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Jordan the pass to Rodman. Here's Gilmore, covered by Anthony. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Rose. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And it's Frazier with the ball for New York. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Anthony against Pippen. And that one's good, Anthony.
Timeout.
Anthony's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Patrick Ewing really making a difference here.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
Chicago with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Jordan kicks to Rose. Passes it to Rodman. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilmore. From down in the low post, it goes. Gilmore's got 6.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
The pass to... Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. No good from 18.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Defend the mid-range shot. This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Kicks it to Reed. Ewing inside. Over Gilmore. Rebound by the Bulls.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Luol Deng is checked in for Pippen. Barnett is checked in for the Knicks. Richardson comes in for Frazier. New York on D. They're leading by 8. Rose. Jordan finds Rose. 5 on the clock over Richardson. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Barnett against Jordan. Anthony right side. Ewing the pass to Anthony. Bang out, covered by Anthony. Outside Rose. And dishes to Rose. To the middle, stolen by Ewing. And pushing it up, here's New York. Barnett passes to Richardson. He kicks to Reed. Here's Barnett. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the Knicks lead by 10.
And the efficiency is there. but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Outside Rose.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. Knicks on defense. They led by as many as 18 points. Rose, no good. The Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Anthony. Pass to Barnett. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Grant. Barnett, no good. To the here's Dang, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Richardson, good.
Timeout, timeout.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Here's Jordan. 22 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 24 points.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling, but he's just too dialed in.
Pass to Houston. With the teardrop, some solid defense from Grant.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now, here's Richardson. 6 points for him. Chicago making a switch here. Sloan's checked in. Here's Barnett. And it's Anthony, top of the key. Clock at 6. Here's Richardson. The shot from the low post is good. Richardson's got 8 points.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Rose against Richardson. Kukoc with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dang with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Barnett. Anthony in the corner. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 6. Kukoc kicks to Dang. Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Rose. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc, the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
Richardson against Dang. Richardson, no luck.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They led by as many as 18 points. Houston's shot's good.
That is really solid offense. You cannot waste those chances.
Rose finds Grant. Now here's Kukoc. Back to Grant. The Bulls have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, but I just love the winning mentality that Grant brings. A big bruising forward who can score at a steady clip.
Love's check in for Chicago. Butler comes in for Tony Kukoc. Good on the second free throw. The Knicks leading by 5. Monroe kicks to DeBusschere. Anthony down low, defended by Butler. Anthony with the bucket.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
There's the pass to Sloan. Back to Rose. Double team on Rose. Pass to Grant. Butler on the win. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Chicago. No good. Anthony with it. Butler covering. Pass to King. Back to Anthony. Out to Monroe. Starks outside. Outside Anthony. From the arc. Drops in the tray. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Monroe against Rose. Passes it to Sloan. Here's Love. Excellent D there from Anthony. New York with the ball. Starks dishes to Anthony. And that one, good. Anthony's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Rose against Monroe. Knocked away. Stolen by DeBusschere. Finished off the break. And the Knicks lead by 14.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
59 seconds left to play in the third. Rose against Monroe. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Monroe. Monroe's got 3 assists in the game. And Chicago has possession. And there's the pass to Love. Sloan in the corner. Butler against King. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler. Pass to Anthony. And here is King. DeBusschere inside, working on Grant. Back to King. Some solid defense from Grant.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Left side Rose. Shoots over Monroe. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And you can't carry it any better than that.
Boy, you call that a perfect closeout. You love the aggressiveness on the offensive end leading to that final shot.
And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The NBA preseason action continues here on 2K Sports. The Knicks leading by 10. Rose is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Pippen, and it's Love in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him.
Here's Rose. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. King, that's good.
Boy, shaky work defensively, giving him that good look on the jump shot. What were they thinking?
I don't know, Doris. Rose passes to Gilmore. Back to Rose. Pass to Gilmore. Makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, this is a nice pass, and when healthy, Rose still one of the best floor generals out there.
Frazier kicks to Ewing. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now to Busher. Tipped away. New York needs to get off a shot. Guerin and the Knicks good for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Bulls trail by 14. Outside Rose. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Shots good by Gilmore.
That's an example of great communication. Knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Frazier the pass to King. Passes to Guerin. Here's Ewing. The kick out to Frazier. Here's Guerin. Over Love.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dishes it to Frazier. Makes it off the glass.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
King against Pippen. Love right side. Outside Rose. Outside Butler. Out to the right wing. Near the three-point line, it's Love. It's hauled in by Frazier. New York leading by 14. DeBusschere with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And there's the pass to King. It's Ewing high post. Over Love. Ewing can't get it to go. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. Butler kicks to Rose. Love deciding where to go with it. Lays it in off a pretty alley.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside. Pass to Ewing. Kicks to Frazier. New York moving the ball around. Ewing can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 12. Outside Pippen. The kick outside to Butler. Out. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler, it doesn't matter if he's covered. This guy is unafraid. He doesn't get rattled. He can score despite the contest there.
New York calls timeout. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Chicago. Jordan comes in for Jimmy Butler. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the New York head coach talking to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Pippen kicks to Rose. And now the Knicks on the break. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got 6 points in the quarter.
And another one of those terrific two-way players. Frazier's quick hands there, gets the pick, and then he's off to the races.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Gilmore. Here's Jordan. A clock at 5. Another one falls for Chicago.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Inside.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Pippen. And so he hits both. And here's Frazier. He kicks to Reed. Passes to Ewing. Lays it up off the glass. Ewing's got 24.
And one reason why Ewing is not only an all-star talent, but a Hall of Fame talent. Awesome at getting to his spots and then capitalizing.
Here's Jordan. The Knicks pull it in. Ewing's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's the pass to Frazier. Shot on the wing, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Rose passes to Rodman. Rose. Shoots over Frazier. That one a little long. New York leading by 12. Kicks it to Reed. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Rose against Frazier. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's 13 points for Rose. Pass to Reed. He feeds it to Ewing. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Frazier against Rose. Pass to Gilmore. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Jordan. Rose has got 14 points now in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Ewing. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rose kicks to Rodman. Passes it to Gilmore. To the inside. And it's Pippen with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Back to Frazier. They get a hand on it. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Rodman kicks to Jordan. Down low. The kick out to Rose. Beyond the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's Frazier with the ball for New York. They led by as many as 18 points. Chalk up 2 there. Ewing's got 8 points in the quarter. Chicago calls timeout. Patrick Ewing really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Rose in the post. Frazier covering. From the wing. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Michael Jordan.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
It's Pippen on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Pippen, no luck. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Guerin. Reed dishes to Anthony. New York moving it around. On the basket by Ewing.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Left side, Jordan. With some arc. Knicks with the rebound. Now the pass to Ewing. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bulls trail by 12. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. Just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Rose passes to Pippen. To the middle. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. Pippen against Anthony. And Ewing sends it back. And they're able to recover. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Rose against Frazier. It's Jordan on the wing. Baseline J on the way. The shot, no good. And New York the other way now. Frazier kicks to Ewing. To the inside. It's stolen by Rodman. It's Jordan on the wing. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Jordan's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
And that's the dagger right there, really the nail in the coffin.
I think it might have a few nails already in it, but you're right. This game is all but official at this point.
Rose, good.
Another one for flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Yep, that one goes.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2. Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. Both good from the line that time. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Richardson up top. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it for this NBA preseason tip-off. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.